I'm sorry that I'm not Alicia. Alicia, our holistic nutritionist, has a killer headache, and so she's so sorry that she can't be here with you guys tonight. She was so looking forward to it, but she has sent me her juicy notes, and I'm in my kitchen donning my apron. I'm like in the vibe for you guys, and I'm gonna like deliver. I'm gonna do my best to deliver the juicy info. So welcome to Whole Family Health. Alicia Hamilton is our holistic nutritionist, and she has put together some juicy stuff for us. It's Canadian Infertility Awareness Week, and so she wanted to speak to how you can incorporate some anti-inflammatory foods into your diet. Inflammation is something that we all of our bodies are contending with all the time. It's what happens with chronic stress, and it can have a negative impact on our reproductive hormones, so both for men and women. So in men, it can really have a negative impact on sperm production as well as sperm quality, and in women, it just disrupts our hormone balance. So it throws our estrogen and progesterone off, and so it can disrupt our ovulation. It can have a negative impact on our uterine linings and receptivity as well as egg quality. So luckily, there's some really awesome, easy, yummy ways that we can incorporate anti-inflammatory foods into our diet that Alicia has pinpointed for us. The first one is with turmeric. So turmeric is kind of a hot thing, I think, in the nutritional world right now. And as it should be, it's super yummy. It has curcumin in it, which is a phytochemical that has really strong anti-inflammatory properties. So what that means is that it helps to calm down the inflammatory response. It has naturally occurring steroidal compounds in it, which help to actually turn off the inflammatory process, and also helps to reduce swelling. It also helps to direct and bring blood flow to certain parts of the body. So I can kind of speak to this from a Chinese medicine perspective as well. Turmeric is a Chinese medicinal herb, and how we understand is that it activates the blood. So wherever there's blood stagnation, it will go there, it will activate the blood and bring these anti-inflammatory compounds to the areas. And what it also does, it helps to reduce excess cortisol. So cortisol is a stress hormone. We know that that has a negative impact on reproductive hormone balance as well. There's a really strong link between, well, inflammation is a part of the stress response. So, so it makes sense that we'd want to be reducing this extra cortisol as we're reducing inflammation as well. So how Alicia has recommended that we incorporate this into our diet is with yummy golden milk. Oh my gosh, it sounds so yummy. So what she suggested is using like a thumb of fresh turmeric, and she says that fresh organic turmeric is it's always more powerful than dried or powdered turmeric. So what she recommends is using a thumb of fresh turmeric and mixing it with coconut milk and honey, and then you can throw in some other spices like cinnamon and cardamom. Sometimes I'll throw a little bit of clove in there too. So you just bring those spices to a boil and you add the coconut milk, and then you can sweeten it to taste with honey, and it's so yummy. The second thing that she's recommended is using microgreens and sprouts. And they're super easy to incorporate. You can just use them as toppers in all of your meals. And so what she says is that they're like these super powerhouses loaded with vitamins and minerals that help to alkalize the body's environment. So what she says is that they've got high levels of magnesium and iron and manganese and chromium and zinc and vitamins A and B, along with a whole bunch of other beautiful phytochemicals too. But all of these minerals and vitamins, they help to, again, alkalize the body. So our bodies, in order to function optimally, they need an alkaline cellular environment so that our cells are able to bring oxygen and oxygenate our tissues, and also take cellular waste away. And so when there's inflammation, the cellular environment is a little bit more acidic, which can really impair cellular function, actually. And so that can lead to like fatigue and other like disease processes and inflammation, and it can have a negative impact again on reproductive hormone balance. So again, really easy thing that we can do is we can be garnishing and topping all of our meals with microgreens and sprouts, and I get mine from the farmer's market. They're so yummy and fresh, and springtime in Chinese medicine is a perfect time to be eating sprouts and microgreens. And I'll just like throw them in my smoothies. I'll put them in my salads, on my soup, in like my rice bowls, my grain bowls, in my sandwiches, my wraps. I just put them on everything. They're just so yummy. The third thing that Alicia speaks to are lemon and lime. So what Alicia says is that we cannot underestimate the power of starting our day with a cup of lemon water. And I'm just gonna sort of infuse a bit of Chinese medicine in that too, that if the lemon water can be warm, all the better. It's kind of like waking up and getting the hearth going in your house. So, you know, drinking this beautiful, warm lemon water first thing in the morning just like gets your middle burner going and kickstarts your metabolism. And so what she says is that lemons actually have the highest amounts of absorbable calcium and vitamin C that help to expel mucus and also purge unwanted toxins that can collect in our bodies and cause inflammation. So stuff like microplastics and synthetic chemicals that we end up absorbing into our bodies through you know, various products that we might use or just through the environment. What she also says is that because lemon trees, the roots of lemon trees grow super deep into the earth, into the ground, they absorb and collect a huge amount of precious minerals. And so when we you know, eat the lemons and consume the lemons, we end up absorbing them and benefiting from these beautiful properties. So I think, did I miss anything, Alicia? Oh yeah, she also spoke to lemons being, the flavonoids found in lemons are some of the strongest antioxidants. Some of the strongest antioxidants that again help to expel the mucus and purge the toxic substances from our bodies. So yeah, helps to buffer the acidity in our bodies and again helps to alkalinize to help promote proper cellular function. So 3 super easy things that we can do to incorporate in our daily dietary routines is starting the day with a warm cup of lemon water. And then throughout the day, we can be garnishing and sprinkling our food with microgreens and sprouts. And then at the end of the day, we can sit down and enjoy a beautiful cup of golden milk. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much, Alicia. That is so beautiful. I feel like these are like golden nuggets of tips. They're super easy to incorporate. It's stuff that's around us all the time, and they're super delicious. So we hope that you enjoy those little tips. And if you have any questions, please fire them our way. Alicia is like a nutritional guru. She has so much. She's just got like a wealth of information in her and experience. So hit us up with your questions. We'll try to get to them. Also, please join us tomorrow for tomorrow's Canadian Infertility Awareness Week offering. We're going to be talking to clinical counselor and couples therapist Sandra McLean. We know that there's a lot of pressure on relationships when we're trying to conceive, and then now in the time of COVID, we're also like in quarantine with one another. So all of the, you know, all relationships have little rough spots, and so under all these extra stresses and pressures, they can be inflamed a little bit more. So Sandra is going to help to speak to some of that stuff and how we can just sort of subtly shift our perspective a bit so that we can change some of our communication habits and ways that we see things, so that we can soften some of these rough spots and reconnect. And yeah, it's going to be good. And please keep joining us. Beyond next week, we're going to keep offering stuff. Alicia's going to be back. Her headache will be gone, and she's going to come back. She's going to offer you some more really, really valuable information and tips that you can incorporate easily. So that's it. Thank you so, so much. We see you and we love you, and we are happy to be here for you. Good night. Enjoy your hot water, microgreens, and golden milk.